Einstein quotes are more relevant today than they were ever in our history. Have you ever thought of how you can use Einstein quotes to create a more thriving organization, or how you could thrive in an age of disruption? We're joined today with Jason Burnham, founder and CEO of Culture Design. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Dan, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. You're welcome. Glad to have you here. And Frank Wander, CEO and founder of PeopleProductive. Hey, Frank.
Hey, glad to be here.
Both of these gentlemen are going to take a quote and answer how they might help you to use it to apply to thriving in an age of disruption. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Jason, what's your take?
Oh gosh, this one's a little tough for me, right? I don't know. I kind of agree. I don't know. Maybe I'll say I disagree with Einstein a little.
So I guess you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, no, because no. I mean, I actually, I mean, obviously, I'm completely alignment with the sentiment. But I think when it comes to, I think our imagination is what leads to how we acquire knowledge, right? And then how we actually leverage that knowledge. So to me, I see them much more as a symbiotic relationship and not necessarily opposing forces. So I do think that, we should be leaning on our imagination, right? Leaning on our curiosity to try to find the answers and to kind of, seek new opportunities, think about ways of solving those problems. But in that process, we're going to be acquiring the knowledge that's going to be necessary to not just deal with the evolution before us, but also evolving with intention, right? Evolving with purpose, and being intentional with how we are designing the future and how we're going to evolve to get there, right? So I think using your imagination to drive the creative problem solving and really thinking through the opportunities, but then using that as a way of acquiring the knowledge necessary to intentionally evolve to your desired future state or to achieve whatever desired outcomes you've set forward.
Frank, what's your take?
My take is that knowledge exists because people were curious and had an imagination and dug into things and turned it into knowledge, turned all of that drive into actual knowledge. And, imagination is ultimately the source that has powered the big ideas that move the world forward. So at a level of, giving birth to evolution, I think that's true. It's the, imagination can really take you anywhere almost. And so he was making a toast here to the importance of imagination and making sure people understood that was driving everything. It wasn't the knowledge, it was the imagination that gave rise to the knowledge we have.